YouTube? It's Above Average Coding. With the Season 4 showcase having been revealed at DreamHack Dallas this past weekend, I am very excited for the new Halo Infinite season, but not for the normal reasons that you may think. So first off in this video, guys, I want to go over some of the more impressive and very new things coming to Halo Infinite in Season 4, and then I want to go over a little bit more of my thoughts and also why I'm excited for reasons that I have not been excited for any other season in Halo Infinite. And guys, no beating around the bush here. The first very new, very scary thing I want to talk about is the Quantum Translocator power equipment. Now this equipment, basically, you pick it up off the pad, you run 10, 15, 20 feet forwards, you activate it, and then you literally shoot back through some kind of portal type mechanic that puts you back to where you were when you either picked it up or activated here. And we'll talk a little bit more about how the community's reacting to this, but for bare bones, this is pretty spicy equipment to be adding to Halo. You know they're going to try to slam it into competitive, and frankly, I have a lot of mixed feelings about it. But first, I want to jump into the next very new piece of equipment, and that is the Threat Seeker. Now, very similar to the Threat Sensor, but a much more competitive style with this brand new equipment, guys. Now, when you launch it, it seems like it's kind of like a grenade where it can bounce once or twice off of walls, floors, whatever, and then when it explodes, it shows any enemies within the radius for a very small amount of time. Lot of mixed feelings about this one, but in some regards, it's very much like the Threat Sensor, except it will bounce, and it does not last nearly as long. It's kind of reminiscent of the snapshot grenades from Call of Duty, where you throw them in there or shoot them in there in this case. It'll show you all enemies for 1, 2, 3 seconds, and then you can kind of plan your move and how you want to attack that situation. This is definitely just 343 trying to make the Threat Sensor crawl its way over into competitive by way of new equipment, but more on that towards the end of this video. Next up, guys, we got to talk briefly about the new HCS bundles. Nothing too crazy. Art style pretty similar to everything we've seen, but for different guns, being the Bandit, the Spanker, and more importantly, you get a free kit for the battle rifle with the purchase of any of the team skins. This is a new idea. This is a pretty cool idea, and there's certain reasons why I think attachments and kits could be playing a bigger role in the near future here in Halo Infinite. It is called the Acker Rivea battle rifle, and it is called a weapon model, which I don't know if that's going to change the way it looks or what, but it sounds cool, and obviously everybody loves some free goodies when they're already spending some money on the game. And I'll be honest, guys, it's pretty hard at this point to get excited for new maps being added into the game, but this one, in my opinion, is something very special. You guys have heard me ranting about how amazing the maps being made in Forge look compared to the dev-made maps that are in the game. This one, I feel, finally bridges that gap. This map looks absolutely phenomenal. It is outdoors, and it is overall just a theme that doesn't already match every single map that we already have in the game. It looks very unique, although it's a very simple idea like a Call of Duty map. Compared to the maps that we already have in the game, I think this one is very aesthetically pleasing. I'm liking the appearance of the layout and how it's looking, and honestly, I'm just excited to see how it plays in-game. And of course, guys, they also talked a lot about career ranks. Pretty much what you'd expect. XP at the end of the game. You get a little logo. You climb as more you play in the game. And most importantly, what they talked about during the showcase is this is going to be visible everywhere. Pretty much anywhere you see your name, this level will be visible. So I'm hoping the emblems aren't as basic as what they were showing during the showcase with this graphic here, but I am pretty excited to be able to flex how much I play this game because I play it too much and I still think it is not enough. But hey, now I feel a little bit more rewarded for all those social games that I plow myself into to do challenges for. And of course, guys, we got some glimpses at Infection. We've already seen a lot of it. We know a lot of what to expect, but there are some very interesting nuances with this coming to Halo Infinite. And first off, guys, the Infected look dope It looks amazing how the Spartan is infected and taken over with the red glow, the hue. It leaves like the trail behind the Spartan, and it just looks absolutely amazing. And now, guys, on the topic of infected, I want to talk about this idea brought up by Accelerate on Twitter. Now, this Season 4 art graphic has been going around a lot, and it showcases the new core that is coming with Season 4, but more importantly, the Bulldog. This looks completely different from the Bulldog that we already have in-game, and as he says, it has no irons, unique porting, etc. So we could be getting a brand new Bulldog, or as mentioned, attachments or weapon kits could be playing a much bigger role in the near future of Halo Infinite. And this picture actually brings me to my final thing I want to talk about, the brand new core that is coming to Halo Infinite. It is called the Hazmat Core. It looks pretty dope. It looks very like astronaut feely to it, but honestly, I think it looks cool. Again, the cores all very unique in their own regard, and it feels like there's only so many things you can do, but to add something new that feels even more unique from the other armor cores is exactly what I want to see cosmetic-wise. And although it may not be my favorite armor core, I'm still pretty excited to see more cosmetics coming. And then, of course, all of the armor coatings specifically that come for the new armor, new ones that come for old armors, will all be crossed so you can use them on any core. So overall, I am pretty excited for Season 4, with the main reason being the new equipments. Now, of course, I've already mentioned I'm excited for career progression. I am very excited for Infected. However, these are things that I feel complete the game. And by that, I mean, they're things that should have been in at launch. They're things that should have been in quite a while ago. But the fact is, they're coming. I'm excited to play them, I'm excited to experience them, and that's very cool. But with interesting equipment like the Quantum Translocator coming, that is a very new, I don't really want to say unique, because I'm sure you guys have seen all of the Overwatch 2 references with that being Sombra. But with something like that coming to Halo, and something like that being very unique to the gameplay of Halo Infinite, it gets me very excited. For the reason being, everything added to the game has been very predictable, very normal in terms of the Halo Infinite gameplay. So to be thinking outside of the box with things like a Quantum Translocator and trying to mold equipment that has been in since launch into things that are more competitive or add a very unique spin-off to the equipment that already exists, it shows that they're working very hard and trying to at least push out some new ideas. I'm treading around this very lightly because you guys are going to twist my words all around in the comments. But I'm excited to see what new ideas they have and what they are working on. Because most importantly, I am seeing effort. We finally got the shorter season. We're finally seeing some new ideas. And more importantly, things are kind of going as planned. They're giving less, okay, this is when things are happening, and just being like, okay, here's some content that should have already been in the game, it's coming, but here's some other new stuff to also get hype for. Now, the level of hype for each individual thing is kind of 50-50. The community seems to be very divided on just about everything, but overall, I am personally excited just because things are being added. Now, the Quantum Translocator, gonna be interesting and competitive. Not the most competitive seeming object, but it's new, it's cool, and we can't really say, oh, ranked is stale, the gameplay's boring, and then stick our noses up at some new equipment that they're trying to throw at us. You really can't have it both ways. That's why I am mainly excited for the season for the reasons that I already mentioned. But of course, guys, Infected, going to be a blast. Career progression, it doesn't feel like I'm just wasting my time playing game after game after game. Obviously, I still want to get better, but just having that little bit of XP at the end of the game is going to be pretty awesome. And that covers pretty much everything that was really shown in the showcase this past weekend at HCS DreamHack Dallas. And it felt like a lot. There's still a lot more showcases coming leading up to this new season, guys. So I think there's plenty of reason to be excited. There seems to be plenty of things to look forward to, and there is still plenty of time for some hopefully new surprises and even more hype to be thrown at us prior to the release of Season 4 on June 20th. But alrighty, guys, hopefully this kind of covered everything to an extent where I kind of wanted to update you guys on some of the things, but also try to walk you guys through my thought process and why I'm excited for this season in a slightly different way than I have been in prior seasons. But guys, share all of your thoughts down below in a comment. What are you excited for? What are you not excited for? And how do you think the Season 4 release is going to go? And of course, guys, subscribe to the channel. We upload every single day. We stream this game 5 days a week. I'm pretty excited for Season 4. Things have been kind of slow leading up, but with the hype and the reveals coming, and of course, Season 4 less than 3 weeks away, I'm getting, the hype is building, guys. The hype is definitely building. So hit that sub button, leave a like on the video, guys, and of course, channel membership, super thanks if you'd like to support monetarily. It helps me out a lot as a content creator, but please do not feel like you have to. But alrighty, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the support. We're already steamrolling past 5,000 subs, and the support's just been crazy. So thank you guys so much. Stay happy, stay healthy, and stay tuned for the next video.